The line you're at is at the waiting line. You need to be behind there at all times. The next line is the orange line right here. And this line is the shooting line. We are out here at Ben Avery's new youth archery range, and we are running a youth archery camp for kids ages 8 through 18. 2 whistle blasts means get bow.
Archery Camp is a 3-session experience. Day 1 introduces range safety and procedures, getting them familiar with the equipment. The second session gets them into archery fundamentals, and during the third session they'll be doing some scoring and be familiarized with the Archery in the Schools championship format. While Archery Camp tries to focus on form and fundamentals, not necessarily on the targets themselves, this is a camp and you gotta have some fun along the way. So we put the balloons out at the end of every session just so the kids get the excitement of hitting that target and hearing the balloons pop.
Well, last time I got one, and this time I didn't get any, but I was close to getting one. And I thought that was fun.
They're kind of hard to hit because the wind blows them up everywhere, and the wind makes it harder to hit them.
Another fun exercise is shape shooting.
Go ahead and pull your first arrow, knock it, draw back, get to that anchor point, but you can't release that arrow till you hear either the color or the shape that you're to shoot that arrow. Orange triangle. The shape shooting we do because the kids normally by the second session they're with us start to shoot really fast. There's no holding time and we need them to slow down their shot process. Red square. So in order to do that, we do the shapes and they can't release that arrow until we tell them what shape or color to shoot at.
What they do is they call out a shape in the color. You have to nail that shape. But I wasn't doing very well with the shape. My sister was doing really well with the shapes though.
The shapes were a little bit easier because they're a little bit bigger and wider, but still they do fly up and it's harder with the wind.
So basically all we're getting them to do is shoot at a target that they're unfamiliar with and get them to slow down the shot process.
Getting the kids to slow down their firing gets them to focus on their form.
Basically, we focus on the form primarily because we would like them to learn the right way, not have to correct them as adults and put them in special programs and relearn archery. Target panic is a big issue with a lot of adult archers. They're not taught the right way, unfortunately. So we're trying to sidetrack that, get them started the right way so that we don't have to correct them as adults and they eventually give up archery.
Participants ranged from pure novices to more experienced shooters.
I have some hay barrels in my backyard with a little picture of an elk, and I practice on that. Try to do it every day.
While this particular outing is designed as a 3-day camp, the venue can be adapted to fit almost every need.
It can be molded to whatever venue or time frame we have. This one we did as a 3-week session. We'd like to look at future events for summer camps, homeschool programs that can run as long as 6 to 8 weeks. What we did at Arizona Game and Fish is we developed lesson plans for the Archery in Schools program. However, those lesson plans correlate to any archery venue out there, so they can be utilized in 4-H, Scouts, any kind of youth camp that will be available to them to use those.
All equipment is supplied by the department. The camp provides compound bows, and they're a hit with the kids.
The kids like it because of the colors. It's very colorful. It's not necessarily the camouflage that they would associate with hunting.
And of course, everyone has their favorite color.
Girls like the purples and the greens. And what's unique to this bow is it's designed to fit anyone. The draw length from these are 15 to 30 inches long, so we can have a small child shoot the bow and we can have a full-size adult shoot the bow. And it's very low poundage, it's 10 to 20 pounds, and it's adjustable, so we can make it fit anyone so that they can learn and it's not a struggle.
Of course, participants are invited to bring their own bows and arrows, including the traditional recurve bow.
Well, I did like the compound, but my dad said that this would probably be better for me to learn.
Another very successful part of the archery program is Archery in the Schools. The goal is to introduce archery to kids at a young age. Each school that desires to participate sends at least 2 teachers to be trained in the basics.
Normally it's the phys ed teachers that will be running the program. The school must agree to run the 2-week curriculum as part of the physical education program. We provide the teachers with the training, and we provide the schools with the state-of-the-art archery equipment, much like the equipment the kids have had the opportunity to use here at this particular event. Once the teachers go through the program, they receive the equipment, they've received the training, and they're ready to go with the 2-week program. Down the road, we hope to see after-school programs develop, and we'd like to see archery be an interscholastic sport once again. And hopefully that will lead into collegiate archery programs being built up back again.
It's an amazing feeling to watch these kids progress.
And we've only had this particular group for 3 weeks. And what's as amazing is that by the second session we could see huge improvements in the kids. They were starting to straighten up, they were comfortable, and they were hitting the target, and the smiles from ear to ear was just priceless. They've come a long way and they pick it up very quickly. That's why we try to promote more than just one event, just one session with these kids, so that we have the time to touch them and they get to experience the enjoyment of archery.
And of course, some become real experts.
We use 3 fingers now in this class to pull it back, and you could use your 1 finger to, can I use a demonstration arrow? Okay. Like the odd vein you'd have towards you, and you'd have to put under this little gold ring, and you might want to use this finger to hold it down, and then you'd use 3 fingers, just pull it right back, then you just aim.
This is the knock, and your arrow goes right below it, and it sits on the arm, and your 3 fingers go right below the arrow.
Every kid wants to shoot a bow. I've never met a kid that said, ooh, we're going to do archery, I don't want to do that. They have a natural fascination with it, and they just want the opportunity to try.
As is the case with so many department employees, their occupation is also their passion. Denise certainly follows that example.
I love being with the kids. I love the time I have with the teachers as well, training them and seeing that excitement. A lot of them come in and don't know what to expect, don't know whether they're going to like it or not. And to see them take to archery, get excited about it, and want to take it further is the ultimate reward in this position.